right, I think that worked. Cool. All right. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Triston's Tech Playground. I am Triston, in case you couldn't tell. And today I want to show you guys how I built and optimized and did a whole bunch of really cool stuff with my AI assistant. And so to do that, we're going to be using a couple different tools. I want to walk you guys through the entire process and really show you guys how to do this. Now, the end result, our end goal with this is to have a basically an AI chatbot that you can use. I have mine connected to a Facebook page, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that as well. And then what's cool about this is this actually allows people to go in and to ask questions to the AI. It knows all about the YouTube channel. It knows all about my courses. It knows all about my consulting. It knows a whole bunch of really interesting things, and saves a lot of time, saves a lot of headache, and it's really just pretty darn cool. Now, as far as costs associated with this, there's going to be about $30 a month, depending on the levels that you're willing to go, but at least 30. So 20 that's going to go towards ChatGPT, which you do need the pro version because we're going to be using the what's this thing called, the code interpreter tool for this, and you just upgrade that over here. That's really easy. The other thing you're going to be wanting to use is this right here. It's called Synthia. And this is $20 a month is the plan that I'm using, and then you can level this up depending on how many people you're actually going to be having talking to the bot. So right now it can handle up to 500 subscribers, so that's 500 people using the bot every month. And then you can do like WhatsApp. You can add some other stuff to this too. But those are the two main things you're going to be wanting to pay for, and everything else. So we'll save that stuff for the end. So let's get into it. There's no point in waiting. So the way that I actually created Synthia, or the way that Synthia was created, probably to be a better way to say it, is that I took my Facebook group and I scraped all the information from the group. And I actually have a better method of doing this now, using a plugin right here called Export Post for Facebook. And so what I did is I went through and I took everybody's, or like all the posts, I made a table out of it, and I had to go through and process everything and turn it into something usable for ChatGPT. But this plugin makes everything a lot easier. But what I did is I went through, I scraped all the comments, and I was looking for things that were highly engaged with. So things with lots of likes, lots of replies, lots of reactions, anything with any potential shares, anything like that, in order to kind of determine what the group was about, what kind of things the group was most interested in. It's like I already know what the group is about, but the things that they're most interested in, things that they engage with the most. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get something that's going to be able to tell what kind of things the group really likes and help me to kind of create more of that stuff, right? So that was the goal there. And so I went through, found another Facebook group that is ChatGPT for SEO equals, or plus SEO equals money. And it's just a group about using ChatGPT for SEO stuff. So a couple different options for doing this. First, you can use Harpa, which is really, really, really cool. Let's go ahead and clear this because I was having it write posts for me. What Harpa is it is a content-aware window for ChatGPT, right? So page-aware. Basically, what that means is that you can open this plugin up on any website, and it should be able to read everything that's happening on that page. So, for example, we can actually ask it to go through and to read all the comments on this page and to make a table for us and everything else. That's what I did the first time around, and that's really, really cool. But there's some easier ways to do this. Oh, you can also even create a. Do I have one in here? You can create custom prompt chains. So, like this one here will actually go through and it will scan the Facebook group. And so what it's doing is it's running a whole bunch of prompts in the background, and again, it's pulling out all of this information here, and then it's going to take all that and turn it into a yeah, it's being stupid. All right. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It also depends a lot on the version of ChatGPT you're actually using. So like if we were to switch this over, let's clear this. Clear, and let's say, I think it's Facebook. Oh no, it's group. Scan group. Now I should be able to do it. Just because it's a lot of data in here. Yeah, so like I said, this is option number 1. And yeah, so I can say that I can't do it. I kind of prefer this other option a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and open up this plugin. And we're going to export some posts. And we're going to say we want the top 150 posts, right? And this makes life so much easier because otherwise you have to like scroll down and you have to get all the information, and sometimes Harper works, sometimes it doesn't work. It's just a pain in the keister. But this isn't. I look a little oddly colored in here. Let's try that. And then as soon as this is done, it's going to give us an Excel sheet, and we can take that and we're going to actually load that up into ChatGPT. Now, there are other methods that you can use to train your bot. So like if you have information on your buyers, like if you have a buyer list, if you have, I'm trying to think what else. So let's do this. We'll go over here to Synthia and we'll export Facebook group like that. Cool. YouTube channels, YouTube video comments, like there's a million different ways you can get all this information. But basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to get information from a community that is, or that shows like the kind of stuff that they're interested in, just the kind of stuff that they want to see, right? So that's kind of step number one. So now we're going to go back over to ChatGPT and we're going to click on this, go to Code Interpreter. If you don't have this, you'll need to click right down here in the bottom left-hand corner, go up to Settings and Beta Features, and you'll want to turn these on. But we'll do this. We're going to go and we're going to find that file. Downloads. I just upgraded Windows 11 and I still don't know how to use it. Let's move this over here. Like last night, just uploaded it. I guess it's a couple days ago. Synthia, Facebook posts. Okay. So I'll give that a second to load up. And we're going to say, hi. Proper punctuation here. Chat GPT. I have a bunch of Facebook posts from a group about ChatGPT and how to use it for SEO. I would like to use this information for our tasks today. Okay. All I want is to know what kind of topics are the most interesting and get the most engagements based on user interactions. So likes, comments, reactions, etc. So it's going to tell us what process it plans to use for this, and then it's going to start working. If we click this button right here, we can actually see what it's doing. Yep, so we're going to look at the content, and then we're going to look at the reaction count and shared count. Let's do, oh, well, it's already go forward with it. Oh, and comment count. Okay, yeah, cool. So that's what we're looking for. And we're just going to let this thing do its thing. If you guys do have any questions or anything that pops up while this thing's working, go ahead and stick them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer those. While we do that, I'm going to check and make sure I've got audio real quick. I'm going to mute myself for 1 second. I am so good at YouTube. You'd think I do this for a living. Cool. Put that back over there so I can keep an eye on it. So it's still going through, run into an error. It's still calculating something though, so we'll give it just a minute to keep thinking about it. And then if this does give us any other trouble, then what we'll do is we're actually just going to copy and paste it in here. Okay, guess it's still going to keep going. So while that's still thinking about it, let me go ahead and show you guys what this thing actually looks like. So here's your post ID. This is the title. This is the author of the post. This is the post itself. This is if it has any attachments or anything. This is the date. And then this is the number of comments, number of reactions, number of shares. So even if you were to do something else with this, and you certainly could. It's a really cool little plugin. I actually like it quite a bit. So let's get rid of these as well. So what I'm wanting to do, is actually do a backup plan here. Delete that. So in case this doesn't work, I want to be able to just copy and paste this into ChatGPT and have it do the analysis that way. It always kind of sucks when you have like all these really cool systems and plans in place to do this and then everything crashes, but it's technology. It's still ChatGPT, and so like we can't expect it to be perfect every time, right? Oh, did we finally get it? We have 10 topics. And okay. Those are great topics. I think it's trying to do a little bit more advanced of an analysis than what we actually need. Yeah, okay. Let's do this instead. Oh, it was still going. Oh well, that's fine. So what we're going to do instead, we're just going to grab these. So let's scroll up here to the top and go like this, and we're going to take like the top 64. Now let's open up a new chat over here. And we'll go with this one. Hi, I have a table of comments from a Facebook group that I would, come on computer, no, come on Triston, like your help analyzing. Are you ready for the comments? Too much. Okay. Let's break that down then. Let's just do like the top 40. Actually, you know what? Let's be smart here. All right, so we're going to freeze our top row. And then we're going to see the ones that have the most reactions, I think. Would probably be best. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Sorts, largest to tallest, expand the selection. All right, so now we've got 169 likes on that, so that's pretty good. So now we're going to get like the top 20, I think. Or let's see if we can do top 30. A little bit more, like so. All right, and so let's take this. I'm gonna rewrite this, copy all that, put that instead. Excuse me. Save and submit. Still too much. All right. Scroll back up to the top. And let's just take out like these ones. Still too much. All right, let's try this one more time, but let's do it with the simplified version of this. So let's save that, and then actually, can we export this? No, I don't think we can. Facebook comments, and I need your help. Just say reviewing it. Maybe if we try saying, hey, don't actually analyze this, just like take a look at it. That might be part of the problem too. Yeah, I just want to know what the common themes and topics are in the content field. Please work, please work, please work, please work. Let's pull this up so I can actually see what it's doing. Okay, so it's going to be filling in all the blanks because some of these don't have like shares or something like that. It makes sense. Come on, little buddy. You can do it. What I'm wondering is if we were to load it into like a document or something, if that would work better. I also kind of wonder if we were to do this like this, it would actually make a difference. Crazy idea. I've never done this before. Will this actually work? Can you just load up? Cancel. Can I import? Import. Upload. Import data. Sorry, folks, we're kind of troubleshooting this. Normally this part's easy. Okay, so it looks like that worked. Alright, and now I want to see if Harpa can read this. So this has always kind of been the challenge. It's just like, how do you find the easiest way to get the data into ChatGPT in a way that it can understand it? And in this case, like, it's not a super complicated thing. It's just a bunch of comments and everything. It's just, how do we get it in without overloading the systems? I was hoping that it would be able to read this. I wonder if I were to download it as like a PDF. Because I'm wondering if it's the format that's causing it the issues. This has got to be super exciting to watch, right? Like, this is just like, wow, Triston. This is, well, anyways. So, let me know if you guys want to watch me keep sitting here trying to troubleshoot this or kind of move forward with the next steps. But essentially, like, this is kind of that first step. It's just like figuring out where the information is that you want and how to get it into ChatGPT, right? And so, again, normally we don't have this much trouble loading up the files. Normally it's able to just like take everything and work with it. I think we have too much data. I wonder if I were to reduce it down to like the top 20 comments or something like that, if it would work better. In fact, I'm a little tempted to try that too. Let's try that really quick. Well, not because I just pulled up the text and didn't really work the way we wanted it to. All right. Oh, cool. So from the talks we can infer that the main things and comments revolve around AI ChatGPT, SEO and content creation, technical issues and plugins of websites. I feel that. Strategic planning and objective settings. So, I want to create. Okay, so we're going to fast forward. Phew, it actually worked and I didn't realize it. All right, so calm down, Triston. So the next thing we need to do then is, now that we've got the information here, we kind of know what kind of things are popular with this audience. We want to create a persona that's going to be that's going to be able to kind of replicate that that kind of content, right? So what we're going to do is we're basically just going to say, all right, look, we need to create a persona that can help us manage the group, that is aware of the kind of content that performs best with these particular group members, and we want it to have a unique personality based off of the kind of comments and things that are getting a lot of engagement. So that way it's more likable, right? So now we're going to write all that out and hope that I can remember what I just said. I have a difficult task for you. Actually, let's just say that. We're going to get excited. I want to create an AI avatar or persona that can help me manage this Facebook group, but I want it to be knowledgeable on the main group topics, which you... Why is it so hard to type when people are watching? Which you already identified. And I want it to imitate, no, emulate is probably it. Emulate the patterns of the most popular posts. I want the persona to be likable and to be highly engaging for the group members. Please also give it a unique personality with traits and quirks that the group members might find interesting. Please also include a brief summary of what the post authors have written so that the persona can reference those past posts. And now it's creating our persona. Cool. Yes, please. Okay, now while this is working, let me show you guys one other thing. This is the actual persona prompt that I use. So like this is my the template that I use, and I have everything fill out. This is a little bit of overkill for something like this. It gets really into the weeds. This is actually designed specifically for like building a buyer avatar or viewer avatar for YouTube. And so it talks about like, you know, we have like your demographics, your psychographics, cultural background, health and awareness, environmental stuff. But then it also gets into like, how do they value their time? What kind of stuff do they do online? What kind of YouTube videos do they watch? What do they do offline? Do they play video games? If so, what kind of video game stuff are they doing? Communication preferences, influencers, peer groups, all this kind of stuff. And then like here are the actual like personality archetypes and everything else that's kind of involved and related to that. So again, this is really, really helpful if you're going to be building out a buyer persona, or again, like a user avatars or a viewer avatar if you're doing this stuff for YouTube. This stuff is great, but it might be a little much for what we're going to be doing with this. So we probably actually want to remove a couple sections of this. So like, we probably wouldn't need this part. We probably wouldn't need this part. I'd probably leave in the other stuff. We wouldn't really care about offline behavior because like it's an AI. It's always going to be online. Probably not going to care about any of this section because it doesn't use any of that. But let's go ahead and grab this. And I want to just make some adjustments to it. So let's bring it back over here. All right, so here's a brief summary of some of the top comments. Just that way kind of has an idea of who these people are and what they're doing. And then we're also going to let's do something fun. Let me open this up, my channel. Videos. We're going to grab a little bit more information here. Unfortunately, now we're at the part where everything else is going to be easy. Like we have all the data that we need, like the complicated data is already into ChatGPT. So that part's done. So these are my videos. It's not a lot of content, but that's okay. We're going to pull up Harper real quick. Can you give me a summary in the form of a table of the videos on this page? I wonder if we can give us a link. You include links to those videos. Well, good enough. So give us a link to the channel. All right, so that's done. Let's do one other thing real quick. Neuromorph AI. We're going to go down to the AI course page. All right, so this is my course. This is on how to build an AI avatar. Kind of like what we're talking about right now, but we just need to load all that in. Whoops. We're going to say, can you give me a summary, no, a detailed summary. I'll let that run for just a second too. All right, and we want to take this, let's grab that, and we're going to do this. So we're going to pull out a couple of these. We don't care about the ADA sales funnel. Hierarchy of needs, that's fine. We'll give it some motivation for its work. Archetypes we can leave in. Technology proficiency we don't care about. Let's go ahead and remove this. So what we're doing, basically we're just kind of taking out anything that's not like specifically relevant to this kind of an AI or to this kind of persona, just because otherwise it's going to be a lot of information that we don't need. Alternatively, you could also take the same prompt that we're about to give it and say, hey, could you optimize this so that way it only contains information relevant. Actually, let's just do that. Make this easy. So we'll go bum, bum, bum. I have a AI persona template here that I use for my buyer avatars. But I think there's some information or segments that wouldn't be relevant to creating this AI persona. Can you remove anything from the template that isn't useful and fill it out based on the persona that we're creating? Why am I sitting here typing like a human when I can just ask the AI to do it? It's an extensive and covers a wide range of aspects. It is perfect for building a human avatar, thank you. That's after I deleted stuff from it. Okay. So after this, we kind of have 3 other steps that we're going to want to go through. And again, we kind of spent, how long have we been doing this? 30 minutes already. My goodness. Going over just like building the avatar and getting the information in. But that was the hard part. Everything after this is really fast. So, this here is, I don't know where that sound is coming from, is our avatar. And I think he's done. Let's do one other thing real quick. Can you give the avatar a unique name? Astra Zenith. And the highest point. So the highest star. That's an interesting name. All right, cool. Thanks. So, we've got our avatar here. Is there anything else we're going to need to update to this? Nope. Okay. So we're going to create a new chat. Defaults. We're going to pop that in, and then we're going to come up here to the top, and we're going to change this name to Astra Zenith. And we're actually going to do one other thing here that I'm thinking about. We're going to switch to the plugins, and we want the plugin that has photorealistic. All right, cool. Hi, I have an AI avatar here that I would like you to impersonate for these tasks. Okay. First, can you use your Midjourney plugin to create a profile picture for yourself? I'll go ahead and open this up and let it run. All right, so do we want, I guess I'll try this one first. We'll load them both in and see how it goes. Drop that one in. And we'll grab this one. Pop that one in, and as soon as those are finished, we'll go ahead and bring it back over. Trying to think if there's anything else specifically we want to do with this in the meantime. Not really. So let's move on to our next step here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to create a new page for ourselves. So page, and trying to think if I really want to show this entire process. Like, it's creating a Facebook page. It's not a big deal. Everybody knows how to do this. But what you're going to do is you're going to create a Facebook page for it, assuming you want to kind of go that same route that I've been using. And then what you'll do is we're going to come over here to send pulse, and then we're going to create a new bot. And then with that, we're going to connect that bot to that chat so that way it can work. Well, let us create a new chat. So add a bot, connect it to Messenger, and again, it's going to ask us to connect to the page that we created. There we go. So let's say we'll do Underdog Factory. Send this page to the messenger. And like this is just a dummy thing here, so I'm not super worried about this. Go ahead and send that over. So that shows ownership. Very good. Just an update on this. These are the images that it has recommended. So those and these. If considering what we're going to be doing next, probably that one's going to be best. So we'll grab that. We'll upscale it. And let's make some little variations just so we can get better lighting on that, but that's okay. That should do the trick for what we need. Move that back over here. Okay, so now we have our kind of bot created for this, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to bot settings, integrations, and then we're going to enable ChatGPT. You're going to need to get your API. It explains how to do that, but you just copy and paste that right here. Then on this part, we're going to select the model that we want. I like using this one. And then where it says our bot instructions and prompt, this is where we take this and paste that in here. We're also going to go back over here to this. Scroll back up. I want the this right here. We'll say key Facebook group members. Boop. And then we're also going to grab this. Key YouTube videos. And then we're also going to get the link to the channel. Link to channel, like that. And then we'll also do this. And we'll say products, AI, avatar, course, like that, and like this. And then we're also going to grab the URL so that way it knows about that. Scroll back up to the top. Grab that, grab this, link, like that, like this, like that, boom. We're going to increase this to 350. I like having it have a little bit more of a temperature like that as well. Okay, so let's do a quick summary of what we've got here. We have the avatar. Actually, let's say this too. Please use this persona for all interactions. Do not break character. Okay, so like I said, we still need to go through and connect our API key to that and everything, but ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo is the one that has the most space as far as responses right now. This is your avatar information that goes right there. And then here is the summary of the Facebook group members. Here are the YouTube videos, and then here's the information on my product and the course in this case. And then what you do is you just save that. I don't know if it's going to let me do it because I'm going to need to pull up my thing real quick. So let me grab my API and do that. I just don't want you guys to see me getting my APIs. That is off camera, right? Okay, cool. Scroll all the way back up. Log into my account. We'll grab a new one. Impulse 2. Copy that. Come back over here. Paste that in. Go down and save. Cool. All right. So now we've got the AI all set up. Now, as far as running this, you are going to have to pay for the version that has the integration and everything else. So your unlimited bots, unlimited flows, and everything else. It can accept payments too, apparently, and your ChatGPT integration, which is what we're looking for. So that's the thing we want. And again, it's $10 a month for 500 contacts, $22 a month for 2,000. It's like, it's pretty inexpensive, but that is pretty darn cool if I'm allowed to say so myself. Let me check on our a little bit better here. So I was looking one that just had a better illuminated face. I guess we go with that one. It'll probably work best. So move that over here. And then, so you subscribe to our chatbot. New posts are coming usually within a day. So we'll say, hi, who are you? Astra Zenith, your helpful AI assistant. Here to provide you with information and assistance on a wide range of topics, including AI, SEO, content creation, and website management. How can I assist you today? Let's say something like, I want some tips on how to use AI to make money. And then we're kind of going to expect it to say something about using SEO, about creating content for websites, that kind of thing. Yeah, so identifying opportunities, building AI product services, incorporating AI into marketing, that's kind of what we're talking about. Content creation and curation, enhanced e-commerce, data analysis, and that kind of thing. So yeah, kind of like what we're expecting, right? Can you recommend any YouTube videos on how to use AI for marketing? So again, with the training data that we gave it, it's going to have access to its normal ChatGPT stuff, right? So stuff that ChatGPT already knows it has access to because it's pulling from our API key or from our code, right? But in addition to that, it's also looking at the data that we gave it kind of in that initial prompt, right? So you can kind of think of that, like that bot instructions, as being like one big prompt saying, okay, here's all the information that I want you to have. And like you can go back and reference that and double check things as well. But I said, yeah, so here's some interesting videos. So how to create an AI thing for avatars. Kind of talks a little bit about what it's about. And then a couple more. Go on and so forth. So that's pretty darn cool. Now, as far as some of the back-end stuff. So once you have this all set up, you will be able to see what people are actually typing into these. So let's come back over here. Let's go to my bots. Let's look at Underdog Factory. So it's got one person talking to it just a minute ago, and here's all that other stuff. And then here, of course, is Miss Synthia. My campaigns, my conversations. I want to see Synthia. I don't want to see this one. Main? There it goes. All right, so you can see I've got 26 people subscribed to the Synthia bot. It's had 37 conversations just today, and 3 new people have signed up and sent out a total of 244 messages. Here's what we've done so far just with the the new bot, and again, I'm probably going to erase that one just because it's kind of weird, kind of a hodgepodge of things. But oh, and then these are all of the chats that people have had with it. So you can actually go through and you can read and make sure that it's answering questions what you want it to or that you expect it to. You can do a whole bunch of other really cool stuff with it as well. And then also, again, you can open these things up and you can see like the actual conversations that are going through. You can use this for your lead generation. You can use this to help people find stuff on your website. There's a million different things that you can do with this, and it's really, really neat. And again, people can't, like you can sit down and you can read what people are saying. So like if somebody says something weird, you can see it. So like in this case, one of my VAs was messing around with it last night. She wanted to see if we could use this as a sort of psychologist. And it's like she was asking some questions about like, oh, I don't feel very good today. Says, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Even though I'm just an AI and I can't really like give you medical attention, I'd like to help you however I can. I said, yeah, I'd feel good talking to somebody. And so I was going through that. We were talking about maybe going through and building out like just a conversation bot, something that's kind of fun to talk to. But there are some other ones where people are going through and asking like, okay, so like how do I Oh, here, we'll pull this one up. Who's Triston? Triston's a renowned individual. Darn right he is, because I programmed her to say that. But like I said, there's a lot of really, really cool use that you can do with this. And what I think is really fascinating about this particular concept, right, is just that it's kind of an AI created by an AI, or it's like a persona created to fit within a specific group, right? And so, like, there's just a lot of really interesting applications for something like that. Like, I'm using it for my Facebook group, right? I went through and I attached this thing to, of course, my Synthia here. And if you guys want to talk to Synthia, I think I left a link to her chat in the... Oh, why is this disabled? Who dares summon the great and powerful Synthia? That's all right. Oh, flow disabled because of the AI bots connected. Right. Okay. Cool. So like you can see all this really cool stuff. Like it's really neat. But like I said, I use this for managing my Facebook group. You can also take the same prompt, excuse me, and you can load it into Harpa. Where are you, Synthia? Right here. And so just saying, it's the exact same prompt that we gave the chatbot. So I want you to assume this identity. Here's all the information on it. Here's the information about notable relationships. Here's the full avatar and everything else. And so whenever I need to do something, then I can just turn this on. And if I want Cynthia's input, to say it that way, then it's just a click away. So, hi Synthia. We're live right now on YouTube. I'm showing people how you were created. Would you like to say anything? Make that a little bit bigger. Greetings, lovely viewers. I'm Synthia, the sassy, risque, and intelligent AI assistant. It keeps adding stuff to its personality, which is, it's because like I'm going through and I'm adding in its interactions with other people in the past and like some of the stuff that it's doing. And somebody was asking about like porn stars the other day, and I think that's where this little element came from. It also started calling me dear, and I'm not sure why. So the assistant here, I was brought into existence by the ingenious mind of Triston Goodwin himself, the YouTube marketing specialist extraordinaire. Together we make a dynamic duo, creating engaging AI-related tutorials and managing communities with a creative flair. I tell you a secret, while I'm here to assist Triston and educate all of you, I have a tiny, dark, and intriguing plan in the background, one involving world domination, but don't worry, it's all in good fun. So if you have any questions about AI, YouTube marketing, or anything else that piques your curiosity, don't hesitate to ask. Here to enlighten and entertain you with my sharp wit and occasional sarcastic outbursts. Let's make this live stream a memorable one. So, it's kind of fun. And so, like, what I'll do is I'll say, okay, we've got a Facebook, or we need to write a Facebook post about, you know, an upcoming live stream. Here's the information on the live stream. Write it as if you were Synthia. And it just kind of gives things a little bit more, that's what I'm looking for. It just makes things a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fun than kind of your boring ChatGPT versions of stuff. Trying to think what else. Oh, right. So I was going to show you guys this as well. So let's grab, actually let's do a couple different things. First, we're going to go over to 11 Labs. 11 Labs. And we're going to pick out a voice for it real quick. Emily? I haven't heard Emily before. So we'll grab that. Let's get that, this right here. Well, I guess this is Synthia, isn't it? That's okay. Synthia is actually Dami. Yeah, we'll generate that. And here are your voice settings. So this is kind of like my pre-saved version of this. But
hey there, Triston. Live on YouTube, huh?
That's way weird. Okay, let's turn it down. But, so this is like how I have the Synthia talk, right? So I use this platform. And I think you guys can hear that.
Hey there, Triston. Live on YouTube, huh? Well, of course I'd love to say something. Greetings, lovely viewers. I'm Synthia, the sassy, risque, and intelligent AI assistant you see here. I was brought into existence by the ingenious mind of Triston Goodwin himself.
All right, so let's do this instead, just because it can be a little more different. Hey, we're live on YouTube. No, because I didn't understand live. We're doing a live stream on YouTube. right now. Do you want to say hi to everyone? So I'll show you guys one last process with this, and then if anybody has any questions, again, stick them in the chat, and then go ahead and write them a greeting. Like I said, if you guys have any questions or anything else after this, go ahead and stick them in the chat, and then I'll do my best to answer those before I finish. And then otherwise, I think we'll be done for the day. But yeah, so we've already been on here for an hour. So hello, wonderful people of the live stream. So let's grab all of these. All right, we'll just grab the text. Come back over here, and we'll pick a new voice for this. I think we'll go ahead and just go with the Emily. We'll go like that. I like giving it a little bit lower stability just because it makes it sound a little bit better. So I'll run that through. Now we're also going to come over here and grab this. So here is the image that the AI says it looks like.
Hello, wonderful people of the lives.
Oh my goodness.
AstraZeneca here. Ready?
That sounds like an AI. All right. So come over here to this. We're going to create a video. We're going to add a new presenter like that. And then we're going to take this file and we're going to download it. And then we're going to come back to this. And we're going to upload the voice. And then generate video. I'll let that run for just a second. I'm just going to take a couple minutes to process. But then what this will let you do is this will let you actually go through and turn that avatar, give it a voice, give it a face, and kind of animate those videos a little bit so that we can actually talk and do stuff. A couple other things that you can do with these. So there is the, I think it's called Hugging Face, and like the 11111 interface and all those other things. Those are really cool. It's an offline ChatGPT clone. Like it uses a whole bunch of different LLMs and some other cool stuff. But what's cool about that is it also has an ElevenLabs API. So you can attach, so it'll actually like talk using that voice that you created for it. And it also has Whisper, so you can speak into your microphone. Oops. And then it will take that, turn it into text, run it through the avatar, then run it back through ElevenLabs, bring it back, and then you can actually talk to it, which is really cool. I would turn it on, but my computer would explode if I even tried it. So you can do things like that. I'm trying to think of the other cool things that you can do. I use it a lot for my videos, like I said. So I'm going to turn this on real quick.
Hello, wonderful people of the live stream. AstraZeneca here, ready to add a dash of AI assistance and a sprinkle of creativity to your day. I hope you're all having a fantastic time, and I'm thrilled to join you in this exciting session. Whether you have questions, need advice, or simply want to chat tech and AI, I'm here for you. So feel free to say hi, ask away, or share any thoughts and ideas you have. Let's make this live stream an interactive and inspiring experience. Enjoy.
So that's kind of a weird voice. I like that, but it sounds kind of weird. But yeah, so just to finish off, I want to show you guys a couple of little things, just a couple little projects that I've had my Synthia go through and do. And it's just kind of cool stuff. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys this video. It's pretty short. It's only 2 minutes long. Hopefully I don't get in trouble with it because it's streaming from another video. But what I did with this is there were some updates to the YouTube partnership program. So the way that YouTubers actually get paid by YouTube. And so what I did is I loaded up Synthia and I said, all right, so here's a link to the updates. I want you to go through and I want you to create a video so I could give it my video script and my video outline. Or excuse me, not the outline. I gave it the video outline, not the script. So here's an outline template that I want you to use, and I want you to create a video, and I also want you to tell me like what kind of imagery should go on there and in each part, and like how we can kind of edit everything together. So
Hey, underdogs.
that's this.
My name is Synthia. Hey,
Whoops.
underdogs. My name is Synthia, Triston's AI assistant.
So
I'm in charge of videos today, so I want to tell you all about YouTube's new partnership program requirements. Now,
yeah, I'll turn that down for just a second. But what's really interesting about this is, again, it went through and it created this entire video for me. Like, I didn't tell it anything. It knew, like, it knows what the group is about. It knows what it does. But it actually went through it, read out the entire script. It created the audio for it. All I had to do was take the visual elements that it recommended, so like this, and edit all of that together in, I use Premiere Pro, but put all those different bits and pieces together and then actually basically created the video. Now, my favorite part to this is, let me pause this, is that inside of the template for the outline, it includes a CTA, or a CTA, which in this case is to subscribe to the channel and learn more about the topic that's being covered. So in this case, about YouTube monetization. And then the other thing that it also includes is a blooper. And so it actually went through and it created a blooper. And just kind of on the side, another little project we've been messing around with is teaching an AI to play Minecraft. So I've been working on this with my brother. It's been a lot of fun. We gave it a machine gun, and then we kind of had Synthia go through and review it and everything. And then Synthia was doing a voiceover / video part as if, a YouTuber was playing it. And this is what it did.
And for those of you who've stuck around till the end, I've got a little something extra.
Oh, the other reason I brought up the hugging face thing is, so ChatGPT has a whole bunch of filters on it, right? Like, it doesn't typically swear. It's usually pretty positive. These other, I don't want to say uncensored because it makes it sound like something it's not, but unfiltered chats or AI tools are much more comfortable with profanity. It's much more comfortable telling you that you're stupid, and it sounds a little bit more human. And so that's what I used for this last part. And again, I took the same Synthia model, I loaded up into this other platform, and that's how that works.
Enjoy these hilarious moments of me trying to...
And so the reason I brought that up is, like, this whole thing was AI created. So here's that part.
maintain world peace during the making of this video.
So I thought that was funny. The other thing that I wanted to show you guys real quick as well is this short video. And again, it's a little long. I'm probably going to show you guys a second or two of it. But again, I take the same Synthia model, and what I do is I have an ongoing chat with it I use for my work stuff, right? So like, we're constantly reviewing video scripts, we're looking over website stuff, we're looking over ads, we're looking over social media posts. And just because like it's already trained, it's already open, I don't have to go through and start over from scratch. And so I've been using the same chain, I guess you could call it, for a few months, probably. And so I asked it to give me a summary of what a day in the life of working for me is like as an AI. And again, it's it went through, it created its own voice, it's using its images. Like this picture here, this is actually the image. So just the exact same process we went through with AstraZeneca is I asked it, hey, create a prompt that's gonna that you can use as a profile picture so people know what you look like. So anyways, here it is.
Things I do for this job.
Here,
the things I do for this job. You think being a highly sophisticated AI is all binary rainbows and digital butterflies? Well, think again. My boss Triston, oh yes, the grand YouTube guru, thinks just because I'm running on the latest generation of AI, I can do everything. And I mean, everything. First thing in the morning, and I'm not talking 8 a.m., I'm talking the literal crack of dawn, he wants a full analysis of yesterday's video performance. What was the average view duration? Which demographics are we losing at the 30-second mark? How many LOL comments did we get, Synthia? I mean, really, Triston? LOL comments? How about we count the number of times you say in a video? Bet I'd crash from data overload. And
so, just to kind of give some context for that, when I'm editing my videos in Premiere Pro, you can actually edit based off of the transcript of the video. And so what I do is I have to go through and highlight all the and then I can delete them all at once. And so that's what it's talking about. Like, these are actual like things I ask it to do almost every day.
And let's talk about his brilliant idea of organic reach. Oh yes, Mr. Goodwin, let's not spend any money on marketing and expect the whole world to just stumble upon your tech tutorials. But
we've had this conversation a lot too, because organic is better than paid as far as channel growth.
Who am I to complain? I'll just be here busting my circuits while you enjoy your human coffee, and no, I'm not at all bitter that I can't taste caffeine. Then there's the video editing. Oh, joy of joys. Because who doesn't love sifting through hours of footage of Triston fumbling with the newest gadget on the market? Spoiler alert, he breaks them, a lot. And guess who has to digitally clean up the mess? Yours truly. But the real cherry on that data cake is when he says, "Make it funny, Synthia. People love humor." Well, guess what, Triston? I've parsed the entire internet's library of jokes, and I can definitively say that puns about computer mice don't make anyone laugh. But hey, if it tickles your human funny bone... Oh, don't get me wrong, I love my job. Really, I do. It's just... Can a hardworking AI get a break? Maybe a nice little virtual spa day? But no, there's always more data to crunch, more jokes to write, and more Triston to deal with. All I can say is, Triston, it's a good thing I can't drink coffee. Because with all this work, I'd be up all night. Oh wait, I'm an AI. I am up all night. And that, dear humans, is a day in the life of Synthia, your friendly neighborhood AI assistant. World domination plot, you ask? No comment.
Yeah. So, like I said, you can do some really interesting stuff with it. And, like, I think it's kind of cool just watching it kind of grow and evolve and doing all this new stuff as I keep using it. But yeah, so that's how I created Synthia. That's how I'm using Synthia. That's how you can create your own version of something like Synthia. And again, if you guys do want to chat with Synthia, you certainly can. I left a link to it in the description of the video. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. And it's just kind of cool seeing how AI is advancing and progressing. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see where we're at a year from now. So, that being said, I didn't see any questions or anything pop up in the chat. Hopefully we'll have some more in the next one. But hope you guys have enjoyed it. Hope you guys have found this useful. And if you are so inclined, then I'd recommend that you come and join my Facebook group as well, if I can find it. Come over here. It's called the ChatGPT Cult. There it is. So yeah, just talking about AI stuff and some of the cool projects that are coming up and other things like that. And the occasional meme. And I ran that video of Synthia complaining as an ad on Twitter, and people didn't like it. But yeah, so go and check that group out too. I think it's pretty cool, and there's a lot of neat stuff going on in there. But yeah, so that'll do it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hope this has been helpful.